Well, for those of you who we haven't been working with in school, my name is Chuck.
And I'm Mira.
Our
Hello.
program is, it's called Where the Songs Come From, and it is a songwriting residency. This is our third year here. Raise your hand if you worked with us before this year. Yes, we see you guys back there. We have enjoyed every minute in this school. This is such a special place, and we're now this is gonna be part presentation, part performance. We want to share with all of the rest of the school and all of you family and friends who came today the process. We've been here for 7 days,
Yes.
a week and a half,
8
8 days, working on the songs that you're about to hear. And we want you to know how we got to that point. So our program it's a songwriting residency. It's focused on showing these guys how to create a song from scratch. And I think we all hear songs on the radio and we buy CDs. Well, nobody really buys CDs anymore, but we stream songs and think that it's hard to imagine where they actually started. And they start from usually just a person or a group of people in a room making things up, and that's what we did here. So we're going to walk you guys through that process, and then you're going to get to hear all the songs. And I know we worked with 5 classes, the 4th, 5th, and the 6th grade, and those guys haven't heard the other grades' songs either. So we're all going to be, it's going to be a big, fun musical share.
I want to double check. Can you guys all over here see this video screen? Okay, great.
Yeah, that'll be important. Cool.
All right. So let's dig into the process.
So we came here with a topic for both grades that we were going to work with. So the first thing we had to do is figure out where are we starting, and we already knew that coming in because we were working on subjects that these students had started learning about. So for the 4th, 5th, you guys want to say what your song's about? Yeah. Golden jellyfish, which you will be learning a lot about today if you haven't already. This is the beauty of these songs. And then 6th grade, say real loud. Well, yours is a little trickier to say the topic, but we'll just put it up here. They did social injustice. They've been studying from slavery to the Holocaust to the Civil War. So those 2 classes amazingly managed to encompass a lot of things from those topics into their songs. So now we're gonna walk you through the process very specifically, and we're gonna have, hopefully you guys will help with that, you guys who we worked with.
So we start with this. What is this called, you guys? A blank page, exactly. And so part of what we talked about since we've been here is trying to become less afraid of looking at a blank page, whether you're creating a song or an essay or any piece of artwork, sort of having some tools to help you overcome sometimes the fear of looking at a blank page. So we start with a blank page.
Yeah, so what did we do with our blank page? We had our topic, and I know you guys all know the answer to this over back there, so say real loud when we count to 3 what the next step was. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Brainstorm! The brainstorm. And this is what all your all brainstorms look like. I don't know if you guys can all see that, but it was a lot of thoughts, a lot of thinking, a lot of talking, trying to figure out where the song is going to go.
Yeah, Chuck and I believe that the best songs just come from really good conversations. So that was basically our job together, was to have a really good conversation, let the students tell us what you guys have been learning, what you think is important, what you think is interesting, and what you care about.
And so even when we're writing multiple songs about the exact same topic, all those songs end up being very unique and very different because they're coming from, we come in, we know nothing about the golden jellyfish, and the students who are giving us the information that they want to include in their song.
So next, we write the different parts of the song. And we're clear that when you're making a piece of artwork, there aren't really any rules, but we have found sort of a way to approach it together that works really well. So what part of the song, what section of the song did we write first? The chorus, exactly. And can somebody tell us what kinds of information goes in the chorus? You guys can just say it all together. The main idea. So we think about the chorus as sort of the main idea of the song. And then what parts of the song do we write after we write the chorus? The verses, exactly. And what kinds of information do we say go in the verses? The supporting details, exactly. So our verses just help us understand what we're trying to say in our chorus even more. And then some of us wrote another little part of the song, the bridge. Exactly. All right, and that's a section of the song that sometimes will just tell us something that we think is really important that we haven't said yet in the song.
So once, so we started with our chorus. Did we write the words or the music first?
And what are the words called? Lyrics.
And then we did the music second. What do we call the music that we...
The melody.
You guys are great. So that was all of your lyrics, then the melody, and so maybe if somebody's interested in explaining very, very briefly how, because it may be hard to understand if you've never done this, how do you come up with a melody? How do you come up with a tune? So we wrote our lyrics, so we had those written on the board. Somebody want to share real quickly how we did the melody? Let me find somebody here.
So we sung the song in our heads.
Yes, we sung the song. Oh, it's quieter over here. We sung the song in our heads. Somebody else want to build on what we did, how we sort of did that?
We put the words in a form of a tune.
That's right. So it was quite simple, actually. We just asked that they look at the words and sing them however they sound to them, and that's how we did it.
And then Chuck and I would try to find guitar chords to go under to support whatever the melody was that they were coming up. So keep in mind throughout when you're listening to these songs that these are all lyrics and melodies written by the students.
That's why we go through the whole process with everyone, because it is actually really hard to believe that in just a few days these students compose these songs, and we consider the lyrics and the melody to be the core of the song, and the rest of it is just sort of extra. And speaking of the extra, we had a few extra days in our residency this year that we haven't had before, so we were able to set up a studio in the music room, and we brought all of our recording equipment and instruments in, and these guys were able to come in with us for a couple days and come up with musical parts, sing their own parts, which is more than we normally get to do.
Yeah, so you're going to hear their voices on the recording. You're also, we talked a lot about how to arrange the songs. So if you hear a little piano line in there, or you might hear a trumpet somewhere, or a flute, or a violin, or just the drum beats, those were things that we all came up with together and was inspired by what the students wanted in their songs.
So last night, Mira and I took all of the pieces that we recorded. There were hundreds of tracks that we collected, and we turned them all into these tracks you're going to hear behind the students singing today. As well as that, there's going to be a video playing that will have all of the lyrics, because it's hard to hear when everybody's singing sometimes exactly what the words are, but we want everyone to know exactly what these songs are saying. So you'll see the lyrics at the bottom of the screen, and behind the lyrics you'll see beautiful artwork that the writers of the song created as well. And I think that's about it. Are you guys about ready to hear some music? Are you guys ready to hear some music? All right, so
we're going to invite Miss Dearborn's class first. If you guys could come up and get us started.
Is different ecosystems and unique. Our song is based on the fact that everything in the ecosystem needs each other. Now hear us sing We Are One.
researching on golden jellyfish. They live in Lake Palau. The song name is named Follow the Sun because in class we have been learning about golden jellyfish. We got help by Chuck and Mira. Golden jellyfish follow the sun to get their food.
All right, let's give it up for Miss Hawk's class.
We follow the sun to stay alive. We follow the sun to survive. All of us, we float like clouds in our own lake below. We are fragile, we are squishy. Our sting is not so strong. We are small, we are peachy. We have no bones at all. We have no brain, we have no blood, no lungs, no heart. That's why we stick together. That's why we never part. We follow the sun to stay alive. We follow the sun to survive. All of us, we float like clouds in our home lake Palau. The water's always clear here. It can be warm or cold. But if it were polluted, we could never call it home. If the sun were ever covered, we'd be starving, we'd be lost. Now everything works as it should, will forever be a cost. We follow the sun to stay alive. We follow the sun to survive. All of us, we float like clouds in our home lake Palau. We all need each other. The sun, the algae, the anemones, and we, the golden jellies. We follow the sun to stay alive. We follow the sun to survive. All of us, we float like clouds in our home lake Palau. We follow the sun to stay alive. We follow the sun to survive. All of us, we float like clouds in our home lake Palau. Lake Palau. Swimming in the sunlight, clear like water, like glass, like stars shining bright in the day and night, like wishes from the past. Swimming like the loud, we used to, we don't now. The golden jellyfish.
We wrote a song about acceptance, peace, change, and understanding. Before we start, we'd like to thank Chuck and Mira for helping us create the song. Our song is called Justice for All. We hope you enjoy.
Sometimes change is scary, but don't run away. Don't look down at others, we'll be better that way. We're in this all together, we are hand in hand. Everyone has something
Thank you so much again for all your support and for being such a wonderful, lovely audience. You guys have been so attentive. And,
We want to thank you guys so much. And we want to thank, again, just all of the students. You guys have been so incredible to work with, and it's really hard to leave after we've been here. So we will miss you guys until we see you again. And I won't cry right now.
well, thank you all so much. I see some cards up here. This is exciting.
Thank you for inspiring us.
All right, that's the show.
Have a great rest of your day and have a really good weekend.